Woke managers caved to ESG pressure, and now they're in the wall of shame. This is fantastic. Who's got the best audience? I got the best audience. My man John sent this to me. Actually, I saw this email from John right at the same time I was reading this article. So raise the glass to you, sir. I, for one, could not be happier. I love this. I love it. I love the woke crap getting smoked. Look, I wish we had more nuclear. I'm now off the oil bandwagon. I like oil better than freaking silliness of green. And green is just stupid. I'll take oil until we can get nuclear going for sure. But the oil companies have done a lot of damage, absolutely. But anyway, check this out. With oil now raging at 120 a barrel with no sign of stopping, we thought it'd be a good time to look at the woke ESG idiocy that some active managers made over the course of the last year. Of course, you start with Cathie Wood, who claimed in 2020 that oil would be at $12 a barrel. I'm not seeing Cathie Wood much lately. Actually, what is? I have no idea what Tesla's doing. Let's take a gander, shall we? I have no clue. I also know my UGI isn't doing anything. Exxon's killing it, but I already got out of Exxon. Freaking idiot. All right, Tesla's not down that much. I mean, Pablo. Yeah, 122 to 834. Pablo. Let me pause real quick. I got one more. Hey, Pablo. 120 is down 400. One sec. Down 32%, 33% or so. That's bad. It's not a killer though, for sure, especially Tesla. Anyway, I haven't heard much of Cathie Wood. So she claimed that due to global demand peaking and the world's shift in electric vehicles, oil would be going to $12 a barrel. She amended her prediction in 2021 when she said it would actually go to $70 would be the ceiling. That EVs would keep crude from breaking out. And there you go. There's crude. We wrote about geniuses at Harvard who said that they would stop investing in fossil fuels when oil was 40% lower. The fund made the change after what Bloomberg called years of sustained activism from students calling for fossil fuel divestment. These guys are friggin' stupid. He's got his black power thing up. What a friggin' black power. Idiots, man. We're sure these students have been baffled. Their Econ 101 courses this year learning about discounting cash flows while the school they're attending has missed out on the hefty dividends and fast streams of cash. Yep. Perhaps they'll change their minds when the cafeteria is forced to forego their favorite organic, gluten-free, grass-fed lunches due to budget constraints. Well, I still want grass-fed lunches. Regardless, Harvard was following the footsteps of California and UK's Cambridge University. The university said last year it worked to forge a net zero path. That, of course, wasn't enough for students. Bloomberg wrote last year who had nothing to do with their time, so they took up filing a complaint in March with the Massachusetts Attorney General in an attempt to force the university to sell its $838 million of fossil fuel. Oil has ripped 40% higher since then. Also remember December 2021, cities like Irvine, California were holding meetings to explore ways of discounting the city's oil and gas holdings. At that time, the city had $5 million in Exxon. So that's December 2021. And this is painful for me because I don't own Exxon anymore. I'm sure I own it in VTV in Wellington. Let's take a look what Exxon has done. It's painful to see Exxon, man. It's XOM. Jeez, let's show my wife this right now. She goes, why'd you sell it? So anyway, in December, Exxon was at 60, now it's at 90. So it's up 50% in December. So Irvine, California would have been up an extra $2.5 million if they kept their shares of Exxon. The city's values obviously don't include making money. They're Calpers and Cinta, wherever the hell that is. Now the Calpers is also lightening up on their oils and gas exposure. They can focus more on dumping their exposure to Russia. Right before these stocks once again rip higher. Yep. Looks like they're going to get rid of $1.5 billion in Russian investments. Finally, when oil was still in the double digits, the 280 New York State pension dumped 21 shale companies because they hadn't committed to lower emissions. They're going to do it to protect the state's pension fund. In other words, to protect the fund, we must destroy its returns, said Zero Hedge. And then we got this clown, Gartman. Gartman said, we won't see oil above 44 again in my lifetime. Not sure who Gartman is. So can we see who this guy is? UGI is getting. I can't remember when I bought UGI. I think I bought it at 36, at 34. It hasn't done anything. Uh, so we'll just keep our eye. I mean, I'm not selling it because I like the dividend. Yeah, UGI was. What the hell did I buy it at? I can't remember. But it's at 46 just in January. Now it's at 34. So what's P's at 6? Propane gas segments. Yeah, it's natural. Oh, that's yeah. I'm not worried at all about UGI. Still paying a 4% dividend yield. 6.9 is the PE ratio. We'll see what happens. So who is this? Who is this Gartman guy? Oil demand probably hit a secular peak last year, and thanks to electric vehicles. Airlines end of COVID. Oil. That's awesome. Airlines end of COVID. Oil's like, come back here. Buy Venezuelan oil, buy Russian oil, buy Iranian oil. Oh no, what do I do? Create your own. Due to inflation, my 2 cents now costs a nickel. Nickel is back. That is classic. Please, someone, why is nickel trading 100K when it's only worth 5 cents? They don't know I'm the future. Uranium plus 5%, fertilizer plus 300%, oil plus 30%, nickel plus 100%. Italian electricity prices rose by 50% last week. Let me just do some else. Some clown named Dennis Gartman. Oil will never trade above 44 in my lifetime. This is from 2016, but who is I have no idea who Dennis Gartman is. Publisher of the widely read Gartman letter. His calls are often chronicled on Zero Hedge and taken as a contrarian indicator. When Gartman says he wants to be long something, short it, and vice versa. That is funny. All right, so I don't know who Dennis Gartman is. Don't care, but don't care, don't need to know, don't tell me. That's what Paul from Pockets of the Future says. Kind of funny. There you go, man. But let's. Anyone's fun to laugh at people. You can laugh at me too. I sold Exxon. I bought UGI. That didn't do much for me, but there you go. It doesn't matter. Anyway, just the ESG. We just got to put a knife in the idea of ESG and send it to the guillotine. The ESG is freaking evil. I'm sick of ESG. You should be too. All these guys need to go pound sand. All right, we'll see you.